There he
Mike, what's
is.
up, man? There he is.
Come on, Donnie. Come on, Donnie. Put your cards on the damn table.
Come on, Donnie. Put your hands on the damn card. Put your damn cards on the table. Ante up.
Annie up, yeah. Yeah. I've been reset. Oh, by the way,
Good job, man.
this I have to go back under the knife for this one.
Oh, that's great. Hey, so did you get to watch President Trump's State of the Union address?
Sure did. It
Was that not an awesome State of the Union address?
was good. It was good.
He got a 10. He got a 10-point bounce in approval ratings after that.
You know, I've never hated the guy. I mean, but yeah, I watched it.
I
I
mean,
think
the thing.
I have a feeling he's growing on people.
Well, the thing is, I hope he is. The thing gets me is and I don't know who's got his ear because they get caught at some divisive stuff. But when you look at our economy right now, the unemployment rate's at the lowest in is 4.1%, lowest in 30 something years. There was 190,000 manufacturing jobs that's been
Hold
added
on.
since.
Stop right there, though. Stop right there, though. The unemployment rate is the lowest it's been, but it's been going down. It's been.
It's been going. It's okay, it's been going down, but it's still going down, and it's 4.1% since he's
Yeah,
taken office.
for sure.
8.1 trillion dollars has now been invested in the stock market. The stock market's 6,000 going on 7,000 points since he's taken office. Wages are actually increasing. Um, um, Industrial production is up. Wages are on the increase. Um, uh, 1.8 million jobs have been created, and nobody's talking about this. Only thing they're focused on is Russia, 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 Russia. This is the
Well,
strongest economy. This is the strongest economy we've had in years,
hey, what's up, Sean?
and nobody's giving him any credit for it.
I'm not sure about that. I think he's getting his credit.
No, you look at the people who's anti-Trump, they're going to say, "Oh, this isn't him. This isn't him. This is him." And if you're gonna blame a president when the economy's bad, then you gotta give him credit when it's good. You can't have it both ways.
Oh, I totally agree. And I'm not even a giant Trump supporter, bro.
Well, you
I'm
know
healing
me,
up
man.
pretty good, brother. Yeah, I'm not even a really giant Trump supporter, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. We're not gonna sit here and cry
Mm.
about it. It's over. He won. It is what it is. He's doing what he's doing.
If this was not Trump and the people they have the hatred for him, this man would be sitting at about 65, 68% approval ratings just because of this economy. America's back to work. People are making more money. Stock market's up. I mean, uh, like I said, industrial production's up. Jobs are being brought back. I mean, we just got, you know, two huge plants here in Alabama. Um, Jobs are coming back, and it doesn't get credit for it, And the only thing they're focused on is this witch hunt in Russia.
Well, oh, there you go. There you go, Chris. You got my buddy Sean. He's a Trump supporter.
Oh, I mean, you gotta love Trump, man. I mean, he's did more for the economy and this. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had this great of an economy.
I mean, I disagree though that he's not getting his credit. He's not getting his credit from the ultra liberals. Now, like I told you, if I were to lean one way or the other, conservative or liberal, I'd lean liberal, but not far liberal by no stretch of the imagination. Um, I also lean conservative on some things, so but it's those ultra liberals, it's the ultra soft fucking pussy liberals that dog him on everything he does. And it's also the ultra fucking crazy conservatives that make him look bad.
Right. And he did a thing the other day because of this whole DACA stuff, and he put out a program where they were. And I think I read this right, that he was going to grant amnesty or whatever to 1.8 million Dreamers, and then the Republicans came in and blocked it. I mean, I think the best thing for him would be for the
Oh
Republicans
yeah,
to
well,
lose.
can you explain that with this dreamer thing?
Yeah, the Dreamer thing is basically people who were brought over here when they were children,
That's right. That's
you know,
right.
7 years old, and now these people who are against DOC, I mean, they're trying to deport people who's been here for 35, 38 years, was brought over here when they're 5 years old and then send them back to Mexico. Well, that'd be like dropping me and you in Mexico and saying, okay, go start your life now. I mean, they don't have any idea about what's going on there and what we do. I mean, they'd just be like dropping them in a foreign country.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Good point. Good point,
and
Chris.
I, and the DACA thing, I don't understand why they're so caught up in the DACA thing because, most of these guys are working. They've been here their whole life. I mean, let's just go and grant amnesty to those people. I mean, that the illegal immigration problem is not the DACA workers who are over here working and providing helping out the American society. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, I see no reason, and I'm all for helping stop the flow of illegal immigration. But the answer, like, there was a guy the other day I seen that he was in Ohio and he'd been there since he was 9. He was married, had 3 children, and they deported the guy back to Mexico. That's not the answer.
No.
I mean,
See, I like that you can admit that because that's wrong.
yeah, that's totally wrong. I mean, that's not the answer to send a guy back who's been here 30 years, take him away from his wife and his kids who was working, and then take him back and drop him in the middle of Mexico. I mean, that'd be like dropping me and you there and say, okay, go start your new life here in Mexico. I bet he has no family, no ties there, and you're just going to
It's
send him.
basically like saying, "Here you go. Here, start your life here in hell."
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
it'd be like here. It'd be like, something like, okay, Mike, Chris, something that came up. Well, y'all got to go back to Mexico, so we're dropping you over here in Mexico, and now you've got to go start completely over at 40 years old.
deal with it. Yeah.
The answer to our illegal immigration problem is not sending back workers who have been here. I mean, the people who are brought over, those brought over babies and five. I mean, this is not their fault. This, you're splitting oranges here. You're splitting hairs. I mean, this is
Yeah.
not the problem.
No, you're right.
Um,
You're right. You're right.
and it's the Republicans who are going out against it. And like I said, Trump was doing a thing where he was going to let 1.8 million Dreamers stay, and then the Republicans came in and blocked it. And I was telling somebody the best thing for Trump is for the Democrats to take control of the House and the Senate, and then he could work with them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we can work something out, but I mean, somebody's got the Donald's ear, and he's just, and let's face it, I mean, Trump was a Democrat his whole life, but somebody's got his ear right now, and he's, I don't know, all
I
in.
think somebody's got every president's ear when they're in office, bro.
And that's true, but he's got the wrong ones.
Well, that's usually how it works out.
Not to this extreme that I mean, they're like, hate to quote Walter Matthau, but they're picking that shit out of pepper. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
it, deporting somebody that's been here 35 years, is that really going to curb your immigration problem? You
no,
ripped
it's
him away from
sympathy.
his family. You're ripping him away from his family and his children, and you're going to send him back to Mexico. I mean, how unfair is that to rip them away from their children? I mean, that's not going to solve your problem.
No, no, it's not. People, dude, I watch your posts, and me and you have already talked about it. You post shit just to fucking fuck with people, basically,
Yeah, I do. I try to get to
and
the.
people take you seriously.
Yeah, they think I'm really serious about a lot
And
of the
when
stuff.
you quote back and you're like, bro, I just do this to fucking prove my point. Like, look at how you people are acting. Like,
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, uh, and you know, what if I mean, what if people came out and said, "Oh, you know, Bush was not my president, Obama's not my president, you know, Clinton's not my president." You know, thing about it is, if they're the president of the United States, they're
They're
your president. They're whether you like them or not, they're your president.
yeah.
You know, if you don't like it, go find you another president. I mean, you know,
Sean,
but
we can only
unfortunately,
have two on at a time, buddy.
yeah, I mean, it kind of, you know, there's a lot of other important things, you know, as far as dealing with illegal immigration, there's a lot more bigger fish to fry than DACA, who's been working here for, you know, these dreamers who's been here for 35, 40 years and, you know, we're just going to deport them. I mean, it's just makes no sense. I mean, but I mean, this is a pretty good podcast right here talking about what's going on with this. And you know what else sickens me too is, you know, you look at our news network,
Let's see our
yeah,
YouTube channel.
please subscribe to that, guys. We got to get more viewers. Um,
Um, yeah, you can find everything on there. Me and Chris do JFK debates. Uh, we got one coming up. Um,
it'll probably be a very small one, though. I mean, basically, all I'm just going to do is,
unless we lump in Bethesda.
I think that we can put in Bethesda because I think really at Parkland it's going to be so short because
Okay.
basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the doctors who worked on him. I'm going to read you what they said, what their reports were, where they said the wounds were coming from, and then leave it at that. And then we can touch on Bethesda, but I couldn't see it anywhere being a 25, 30 minute thing.
Yeah.
And then I want to get into my element. I've already went through Parkland and I've already started. I'm ready for Tippett. I mean, I could go with Tippett right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to surprise you. There's going to be so much stuff I'm going to get you
Well,
that you never with
hold on.
Tippett.
Well, I just want to explain to people on our channel, we have JFK debates because me and Chris are fucking deep into this. Oh, I'm trying to read these comments. We can only have one at a time, two at a time. SOTUA?
State of the Union address.
Oh, we just talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we already.
I
Uh,
thought it was good, and I'm not even a Trump supporter, but
I thought it was one of the
but I
best
don't
I've seen
hate
in
the
a while.
guy. I'm not one of the people that go and knock him.
And of course, everybody knows my stance on Trump.
Yeah. But anyway, on our channel, you can find JF. We're big into the JFK assassination. Chris goes with the conspiracy side. I go with the official story. That's what I believe, and we debate about it.
Which was totally fiction.
Let's see. It's okay. And
I mean, I got too far ahead of myself the other night because I started like writing down everything with Tippett and like
oh, I can. Oh, I'm dude. I'm not. I've already been looking into. Who just said that?
who just said,
Oh, Sean. Sean, you go with the official? Me too. I used to go with the conspiracy.
well, I tell you what, Sean. I challenge you to this. Go back and watch.
Put your cards on the table. Any up?
Yeah, I challenge you this, Sean. Go back and watch our debates and watch me and watch Mike, and then after you see the evidence that I pointed out, you come back and you tell me, are you 100% convinced?
It's actually this is the,
Admit it, Mac, do I not make a good case for reasonable doubt?
yes.
Has there been any of all the people you've debated? Has
That
there
is
been
the, that's the name of the YouTube channel. If you go there, you'll see it.
yeah, and yeah, you can watch all of them. You can watch from Dealey Plaza, The Bag, Oswald's Movements, The Day of the Theater.
Like Sean,
Um,
me and him know this case. I, I I can't even
I'm,
explain how deep we know this case.
is any of all the long nut or all the pro conspiracy out there? Am I not? I'm not trying to brag, but do I not make the best case of a conspiracy than anybody you've ever seen?
Yes, and I will tell you why. Because you don't go into the crazy conspiracy shit.
No,
That's why.
no, no. So, I mean, some of this stuff's so ludicrous, and I mean, no. Um, I've had
But
to
and
think.
so same question to you. Out of all the lone nuts, do I not just break it down as clear as possible?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you do a good job of explaining why you thought that was there, but I believe that I do a good counterbalance of, um, hey, explain this right here to me. Like um, when like I said, the time I had you on the ropes
You
with
guys
Howard
need you
Brennan,
need to check out our Daily Plaza debate. That's all I gotta say. Okay,
that was the best one.
you're watching two pit bulls.
It was a 15 round slugfest. And I remember when you said you went back and watched it, and you said, "And my main boy Howard Brennan," and you was explaining stuff, and my body
Oh, bring
language.
on old Howard Brennan.
But when you was going up there and you explained it, what was my body language doing? My arms were crossed. I was clenching my teeth. I was rocking back and forth, and I was just waiting. I'm glad you brought up Howard Brennan. Good old Howard Brennan.
But if you watch us talk about the magic bullet, which I don't think there's anything magic about it at all, we go at it, boy. Not
Again,
in a friendly way, of course, but
I challenge everybody to go look at the bullet, and you tell me if that made all seven of those wounds.
so don't I. It sure did.
No way. That
Yeah.
one pristine bullet, that dog don't hunt.
Well, you're quoting fiction.
I'm not quoting fiction.
That movie.
Go look, like I said, another thing. Go look at the magic at C399. Go look at the comparison bullets that was shot, and then tell me how all those bullets with all that damage and C39, CE399 had no damage to it.
It had now, Chris, you're lying. It had damage,
I'm
man.
not lying. I'm not like no, Mike. Did it have the damage? Did it have the same damage that was compared to the bullets
No.
that started?
Did it
Okay.
have
Did
damage?
did uh, a slight deformity?
Well, it's a
Okay.
yes or no question.
I would still say it's more pristine than damage. All right, now look at the bullet that's
It's either
fired through the wrist.
pristine or it's not.
It was okay. Then I'll say it's pristine.
Okay,
Um,
so a
just
flattened
look,
bullet is pristine.
it wasn't flattened.
Oh boy.
I mean, just go Google C399 and look at, and then look at the comparison bullets
And
that was fired at every
look at it from the
hospital.
back side. It's been squashed like a
Uh,
like
well, Mike, there was more damage fired into the cotton wadding bullets that was fired into him, and that was supposed to create 7 wounds.
yeah. Yeah. It's flattened because of the way it hit things. And you got to remember every time the bullet connected with Kennedy's neck, no, it's which is a complete flesh wound, slows it down. Governor Conley's chest, it goes in sideways, also slowing it down, weakening the amount of impact, lessening the damage of the bullet. Slowing the velocity, exactly.
Then go look at the bullet that was fired into the wrist of a human cadaver, and then go look
But
at
listen, you're talking about a shot that was shot directly into the wrist of a human cadaver. We're talking about a bullet that has passed through the back, the neck, the back, the chest, the wrist, the other side of the wrist, and the leg. All those wounds slow the
But
velocity.
Mike, but it was fired through soft tissue. The bullet's not going to fire through the soft tissues.
Hmm? What?
Oh, look, we've been on enough JFK now. We hammer this enough because we always get in this all the time.
Anyway, our next segment for the JFK, because we got the podcast, which is what this is, and we have our JFK debates. Our next JFK debate's coming up within the next week. It's about when Kennedy's body was rushed to Parkland Hospital. Now, I don't know, Sean, how familiar. All right, I don't know how familiar you are, Sean, with Parkland Hospital, but that's where they took Kennedy's body immediately after the he got his head blown off.
Well, Sean, I disagree with about a debate is a debate. We all have our own opinions. It's nice to see you, but it's not opinions. I mean, a lot of this stuff is fact.
Huh?
He said a debate is a debate. We all have our own opinions. But yeah, but I'm basing facts on my opinion.
Well,
I'm basing eyewitness testimony. I'm basing a lot of this right here is, I mean,
oh, no. All Chris's speculation is not coming out of thin air. I mean,
oh, gotta stretch my leg, man. My sciatica's killing me. Ugh.
oh, you got that now, huh?
Yeah, my back muscle's tight, so I have to bend it over like this, so it kind of loosens that muscle.
Yep, I know. I know all about it.
Then I gotta grab this one and go. Ah.
But our next segment is when they rush Kennedy to Parkland Hospital. And I don't know if you're familiar with Parkland Hospital, but Parkland Hospital doctors said that they seen the back of the president's head blown out. Well,
What did the doctor from the hospital always say about the wound, throat to the wound?
that it was a wound of entry. It
Mm-hmm.
appeared to be a wound of entry. So as what I think the throat wound was a wound of exit, and I don't think there was any hole in the back of his head. But this is what we're going to be debating. Um, anyway,
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt back of his head. All you gotta do is look at the autopsies. You can see the whole back side of his head crushed out with the cerebellum leaking in there. I mean, you've got 47 trained medical personnel who said it was wounds of entry. I've got Dr. Crenshaw's notes.
Crenshaw, that's the damn doctor we've been fucking couldn't think of his name of this whole damn time.
Dr. Crenshaw wrote a book about it, and it's called Conspiracy of Silence. I don't know if you've ever read that.
Yeah,
And he was emphatic that, there were wounds of entry.
but that, like I said, what's pinned at the bottom is our channel. You'll find debates. You'll find our podcast, which is what this is, and you'll find some other little willy nilly stuff.
And please subscribe to us. We got to get as
Yeah,
many
man.
subscribers as.
Subscribe, like the videos, help out. I do it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I do it for you. I mean, subscribe to it. So as many people we get, we can start making money off of it.
Now, Chris, what were you saying about this 30 for 30 you're watching tonight?
Oh man, it's going to be about Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was Bill Parcells' defensive coordinator when Bill Parcells first got the job at the Giants. He was his defense coordinator through then. His defense coordinator with the Patriots when Parcells was head coach of the Patriots. Then his defense coordinator when he was with the Jets. Then when Parcells retired, he took the job over with New England, and of course the rest is history. He's the greatest coach in history. But between the two of them, they went to 10 Super Bowls, and you heard Bill Parcells saying, this was my right hand man. I relied on him, and the name of it's Two Bills. So I'm really pumped about watching
I'm gonna
that.
catch that too. What time's that at?
It comes on 8 p.m. my time, so 9 p.m. your time on
What time is it
ESPN.
now?
It's 7:25, so we got about 35 minutes to chat.
Cool, cool. Oh, both of us, Sean? We're both Patriots all the way, buddy.
Oh man. See, and the reason I'm a Patriots fan is because I love excellence. Like
I'm from
I
Boston, so
love,
it's Patriots.
well, I mean, and I'm from Alabama, and so again, it's excellence. But I love the Patriots because
Yes,
I
Sean,
love
yes.
excellence.
Patriots.
Because I love excellence. It's hard for me to hate a team that is a dynasty, like the Bulls, the Boston Patriots. I mean the Yankees. I mean, being a Southerner, I hate I have to hate the Yankees, but I love excellence. Anytime you have a team
You
that just
think Philly's gonna
goes
beat
out
New
there.
England, Sean? You crazy?
You know what, Sean? Let me tell you something, buddy. I think
Thank
they
you,
have a very
Brandon.
good shot. I think the Eagles have a very good shot at it. The Eagles were not supposed to get this far after Wentz hurt his knees. They was not supposed to beat
Yeah.
Atlanta. They went out there and they destroyed Minnesota. So they're a team playing with a chip on their shoulder. Don't be surprised if they beat them.
Uh, don't forget about Tom Brady. Just like everyone used,
Oh, great.
don't just like everyone used to say, don't forget about Larry Bird. Don't forget about Michael Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, one thing I'll say is, I mean, uh, the Bills are still chasing history. Um, I mean, excuse me, the Patriots are still playing history. But to me, the way I look at it is, um, New England's playing loose. They're playing like they have nothing to lose. And when you got a team playing like that, that's a dangerous team, brother.
You get the greatest quarterback
Very
of all
dangerous.
time,
Oh, by far.
by far.
Probably if you want to go into like things, I know Jordan never lost a final, but this may be the greatest winner ever. I mean, he's been to 8 Super Bowls. Nobody's ever. Think about this right here. He's been in the league 18 years. He got hurt 1 year, so he's really only played 17 years. So in 17 years, he's went to 8 Super Bowls. So basically, he's went to Super Bowl 50% of the time that he's been in the NFL. Five championships.
Yeah.
Started back vaping.
Ah, I noticed that. Shit. No cigs?
Nope. When I figured up I was spending about $2,300 a year in cigarettes, um, that kind of adds up.
Yeah, I gotta give up the cigarettes too. But hang on 1 second. I gotta run in the other room.
So Sean, why do you believe the official story, man? Well, Sean, haters hate, commentators commentate.
Yeah. Now, what were you saying? Why do I believe what?
I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh.
I forgot where we went to. Yeah, haters hate, commentators commentate. I was.
Sean, he doesn't think 9/11 was a conspiracy.
Oh God, no. I mean, that's like a TV movie.
It's just dumb. The explosives in the buildings and shit. Shut the fuck up, man. Those things got hit by planes, man.
Do you know how many people it would take to go into that tower and rig those kind of explosives and put that thermite stuff down, and nobody seen them?
Uh,
Nobody seen this? And you gotta understand, I'm a little bit different than Mike. I believe in a lot of conspiracies.
hmm
I believe in a lot of
Yeah,
conspiracies.
but it seems like these people that say bombs were planted in the building are forgetting that two jet airliners hit them.
That guy tell me, what do you say? He goes, there was no jetliners in there, and I was like, well,
Well, who flew the
well,
plane?
who flew the planes?
What am I seeing in the damn video?
Come on, Donnie, ante up, put your damn cards on the table, boy. Did he even respond to that?
Yeah, basically saying that we're shills and we.
Okay, fine. All right. Here's my challenge to all the conspiracy theories and all this right here, 9/11. Besides Tower 7 falling,
I agree, Sean. Same as JFK. It's bullshit, but I gotta respect Chris, my friend. I gotta respect his opinion. I used to believe the.
okay. Well, Sean, oh, well, Sean, you tell me why you think JFK was bullshit.
I know why Chris doesn't think it's bullshit. I was on that side, so I respect his opinion.
Do I not make a good case for conspiracy?
Are you
All
asking
right, let
me or are
me,
you asking
let me,
Sean?
I'm asking you first.
Yes, you do. No,
All right.
you. It's
Now, and
not
of
that
all
you
the
make a
people,
good case of conspiracy. You have you have great points of speculation.
okay, now let me ask you this right here. Of all the people you debated about this right here, have you ever met anybody else who could wade through the bullshit and could make an argument of conspiracy better than I can?
No, no, and I don't
Like,
think.
what you
Uh,
you told somebody was asking you about something? They said, well, "What about this right here?" And you said, "Well, if Chris has never mentioned that, then it's total bullshit."
I mean, like I said, how about with me? With I believe in the official story. Do I not lay it out? I mean,
You do a good job of laying it out. Yeah,
that's
I
why
mean,
our debates are so captivating.
but I would like for you, Sean, to go up there, and I want you to watch the debates, and if you can come away with saying, "Oh, this guy's bullshit," and I don't make you at least a few times go, "Wait a second, that don't make
And
sense."
also, if
Really?
you watch the videos, there'll be things I say to Chris. I'll disprove Chris and things, and he'll give it to me. He'll say, "Okay, I'll give you that." He's not afraid to admit if he's wrong. Like there's been some things where
Oh no, I'm not.
Chris,
Yeah.
there's been things where I'm like, where you were like, "All right, man, that makes sense, dude. I'll give you that."
I mean, just like thing, with Howard Brennan, when I was arguing back and forth, I just said, you know, he couldn't have made that ID. I never said he didn't see anybody up there,
And I thought
but
I
I
said
said it
I
was,
have to give you that. You have a great point.
I just said there was no way he could have ID'd somebody from six stores up, floors up, standing behind a sniper's nest. You can only see him from basically the neck up, but yet you can give me his height, weight, hair color, what he was wearing.
And
You know,
regardless if I'm right or Chris is right, there's no denying that there's not a lot of freaky ass anomalies in this case.
oh yeah, yeah,
But my whole thing is anomaly doesn't equal conspiracy. It does open the door for speculation, though, and that's what Chris does.
yeah. Because the things that I point out, I mean, it's not like I'm going to say, oh, this right here, this right. I'm just going to lay out the things of, okay, this don't make sense. This, and I'm not going to bring up some kind of bullshit stuff. Shots being fired from the drain and stuff like that.
The driver.
Oh, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. The driver was looking back to see what was going on,
Because
and
he
if you
was fucking
look,
friends with John Kennedy.
well, and if you look close enough, and you see his hand sticking out, he was not pointing thing. He was turning around
So look
with
for
his
his
arm
friend.
on. But look, what I'm talking about is they say that he's turning around like this right here. He was not. He was turning around to look backwards and was resting his arm on
Armrest.
the on the armrest to see what the hell was happening. Because he didn't know if it was a backfire.
No, what the fuck was going on? You know? Regardless, yeah, I mean, yeah, they found the gun. That's one of my arguments. Yeah, I know. But listen, you can't say it's not weird that Jack Ruby popped off Oswald in the police station in broad daylight and live television.
And one thing I'd like to point out about that too was that why didn't you move him under the cover of darkness? And
Because they were
this is the
getting
guy who
they
just
well,
killed.
there's reasons for that. They were getting death threats because that was their initial plan.
Why didn't you just keep him in the Dallas Police Department? There was no sense in moving him over
Yeah,
there.
they had to.
Another thing I would like to point out is the FBI had already warned him he was going to be killed. Well, now this is the man who's just killed or allegedly killed the president of the United States. Why was the FBI not surrounding him? You have two cops that are cuffed to him where he can't move, he can't get out of the way, but you should have had two people in front of him, two people on the side, and two people in the back.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I think the media should never have been in that building.
And no, they should have never been there. And I understand they was trying to say Lee Harvey Oswald wouldn't have been mistreated, but this was a federal crime, so it should not have been up to the Dallas police to protect him. It should have been up to the FBI.
With the help of the Dallas police.
Help the Dallas police. Everything. I mean, even the door that Ruby walked into, that door should have been locked off, locked away.
Oh, it was the garage, yeah.
Garage door. There should have been police right
There
there
was.
guarding it. Right, and he walked right past them.
Well, there's two explanations for that. He does know all the cops.
Right, but are you gonna let somebody just walk right in there and get that close?
They did.
There are a lot of things that is left to be desired. But I've decided since and that when we go into Tippett, I'm gonna let you lead, and then I'm gonna
In
go.
fact, Sean, he does believe the Lincoln assassination was a conspiracy.
Of course, it was. You had 6 or 8 people involved,
Now, see, I'm
and
not familiar. Well, I know a little bit about it, but Chris filled me
oh,
in.
I know.
on why he thinks that, but
And I think it was probably, I mean, it goes up. I think Stat was probably one of the people that was involved in it.
who? Oh,
Stanton,
you're
Edward
talking about
Stanton.
Lincoln. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, what do you think about the moon landing? You think the moon landing was fake? I don't believe the moon landing was fake.
We never walked on the moon.
I know that's why I brought it up.
And you know what we need to do too after we get
Me
through
too,
their
Sean.
JFK thing?
What?
Um, what did you just say?
He believes it wasn't fake.
Yeah, I think he said something else and I lost it. But yeah, there's no way it was fake. I mean, there's no way it was real.
Yeah. See,
And
disagree on that again.
you know what? And we'll go into our conspiracies. We'll after we get through the JFK, we need to go with stuff like um, RFK, MLK, um, the plot to kill Wallace. Um, then we can touch the lunar landing stuff. But I just, I think, again, I think I'm going to let you, since Tippett is my element, I'll let you lay out everything, and then I'll go on the attack
Yeah.
because I have so many witnesses and I'll just wait for another day. But I was trying to think of, just when we do the Tippett thing, it may have to be broke into two. I don't know. I think we can get all in one segment because I've got to go from the time of the shooting when Oswald got home, went in his boardroom, the murder took place, then his where he was going to the theater, and then the arrest in the theater, and then I'll bring out the second Oswald's.
All right. Uh,
No matter what I say, there's always a theory to make you think another way about it around. But yeah, I mean, there's also theories that can prove it the other way around.
well, but there's only one truth, and
I mean, I guess the worst thing that could have happened is had they did better protection and Lee Harvey Oswald not got shot, there, there would have been a trial, and we
yeah,
wouldn't be talking about this.
I so agree with that.
I like what was that you told me that when I was accusing Buell of being an assassination, he goes, there's only two of us in here,
Yeah,
and
good old Bill.
there's only two of us in here, and they won't be able to get here and help you in time.
No, he said, but trust me, by the time they get in here, I'll get mine in before they get in here.
I mean, I imagine he was just furious.
Can you imagine? I mean,
It's
accusing
like saying the 19th.
they're accusing you of being a co-conspirator with Oswald.
Now, I'm one of the, you know, conspiracy theories. I don't believe this thing went that mob, the FBI, the CIA, Army intelligence, Cuban exiles, FBJ, J. Edgar Hoover. I mean, that's just, that's, you're talking about, thousands of people. I mean, I've always said, 15, 20 people tops. I mean,
Well,
but again, we're on
no,
JFK.
and it's okay because we have an upcoming segment very soon, so we kind of needed to, reinvigorate them because it's been a while since we've done Daily Plaza. Um, Again, I advise you to go watch that Daily Plaza one because me and Chris, it's like Ali and Frazier right there, boy.
It was a slugfest.
I mean,
Because I mean, because going on, I think I was behind on the cards, but when it came to Howard Brennan, I definitely got myself
yeah. Oh,
back in the
And
fight.
Sean, you'll also like a couple of our other videos because me and Chris are both big boxing fans. I know you like to box, Sean. We have an episode in the podcast where we talk strictly about boxing, the boxing greats, super fights that dream fights that if they could have happened, we go way into it.
Yeah.
You
Mm.
need to go
Now,
to
Terry,
you need to go to what I have pinned at the bottom on YouTube. That's our channel.
and try to get everybody else subscribed to it, because as soon as we get up to 100 subscribers, then we start making money off of it.
When you go to that channel, you subscribe and you go to the playlists. And in the playlist, you'll see our JFK debate section. You'll see our podcast section. And in the podcast sections where you find the boxing stuff. And then you'll see other sections. No, dude, just remember the MC channel hosted by Mike and Chris and type it into YouTube.
And then subscribe. Hold on, I'm going to take go in the restroom. Be right back.
Hold on, let me see if I can get a link here for you, Chris. I mean, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the link right there.
I'm back. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So check it out. I mean, we gotta get subscribers.
And by all means,
I got
if you want to be a guest on the podcast, let me know.
um
Chris, I'm suspecting maybe within the next week.
yeah.
Is that ample time for you?
I mean, yeah, I could probably go right now.
I could too, but
Um
I kind of want to have my sources.
yeah, and I just need to write down more of the things that the doctor said, especially Dr. McClellan, Dr. Crenshaw, Dr. Perry. Um,
But we're gonna so okay, just to clarify, we're going to do Parkland, the flight in Bethesda.
yes, because I don't think it'll be that long of a segment.
Not at
And
all.
then um, uh, I guess we can touch on a few minutes of the getaway because I have a few problems with that. But it won't take long to just to say,
Well, wouldn't you
and
think?
then we'll go.
Wouldn't you think we do the two hospitals and the flight, and then his getaway, which leads into Tibet.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to say too much for the getaway.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
I'm not gonna um I'm not gonna dispute a few things on the getaway. There's a few things I'll bring up that's um people don't know about. But once I get into Tippett, that's my element. I probably know as much about Tippett now than I did JFK. After I really got to delving into that.
And Sean, just go to playlists, and like I said, you'll see the JFK debates, its own section, and all the podcasts, and it's a separate section, all in the playlists. But people that well, obviously you like the JFK thing, but a lot of people that ain't really into it. That's why we made the podcast. This is the podcast, and we already got about 6, 7 episodes, and they're all really good.
Yeah. Except Jim Phelps didn't like our.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Cause Sean, my buddy Chris here, he's also like you. He's a legal carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Concealed
Sean.
carry.
Oh yeah. Sean's all about it.
I just got my license renewed for 5 years. Never leave home without it.
Neither does Sean. Sean's got that thing on his hip all the time.
I wear it right on my hip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have a concealed carry, but in the state of Alabama, we're open carry, so I can wear a weapon right on my hip, and there's not a thing they can do about it.
Sean's got a nice little pistol.
I've got several nice little
I've
pistols.
seen him. Badass. Actually, I think one of the ones you have, Sean has.
Which one?
Sean, what do you got? What are you rocking with? 45? 9?
I've got a 45, a 38, a 380, a 25, a 357, um, a Derringer,
Yeah, I knew it was a 45. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge gun, man.
Oh no, he's got a Springfield 9mm.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, we went popping it off one night. Shit feels nice.
Yep. Come on. You're not going outside. Get up here.
What do you mean? It's legal, dude. Oh yeah, I hear you.
It is legal.
No, no, I said something dumb.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You don't need to be having those in your hands.
I was talking about those fireworks, man. We were popping those things off like crazy that night.
Oh. Oh.
But yeah, I wanna check out that 30 for 30 for sure.
Yep. Coming on like 4 minutes.
Right on. I'll shit, what's this? Number 7 for us with the podcast? 8?
7 or 8. Keep building, man. Keep getting more. Um, I've been trying to get all my friends at work to subscribe to it.
He's from Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama.
He is probably the most bizarre individual you will ever meet.
No, I'm not in the real
No, he's in
sticks. I
the
live in
city.
Birmingham, Alabama.
It's a city.
I live in the biggest city in Alabama. I live in Birmingham. And contrary to popular belief, all our Southerners have our teeth.
He's a southerner. He's from Virginia.
Yeah, yeah, they're Southerner.
Sean don't even have an accent though.
Not like mine.
No, you got the fucking twang, boy.
Put
You got the ante up, Donnie.
your cards on the table. I don't know if he responded to that.
So who's flying the planes? I don't understand.
So what I see was the pilots flying the
What am
plane.
I seeing in those videos then, Donnie?
Pilot, no planes hit the trade center. What was I seeing in the videos?
Yeah, that jet fuel that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and then a missile hitting the Pentagon. Come on.
It's so foolish.
Well, I mean, my thing is, I mean, all right. So they went after the Pentagon to take down our military. They went into the trade center to take down our. Here's my thing that it wasn't a conspiracy. Um, you know, so, they was going to take out our Pentagon, take out our financial institutions, but they didn't go after our branch of government. I mean, wouldn't that be the thing to do? Try to take down our branch of government?
Because you're right, Chris. That's why. I mean, that's just foolish shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I mean, I guess people are gonna believe what they're gonna believe. I mean, well, all right, Mike. There's 1 minute. Jesus Christ, what's you saying Jesus Christ about?
Talking about, boy.
Huh?
I don't get it.
I'm not following it either.
I don't follow.
All right, man, I gotta watch this 30 for 30.
All right, buddy. Sean, if you want to jump on live, you can. He's going off.
Yep. Make sure you add this up, man.
I will. I got you.
All right, brother.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll
Right.
talk soon. And get ready for Tippet, man. You better do some research.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't worry. You can get rid.
I've already got I've already got the Warren Commission, the witnesses, and oh God, they're such contradictory.
Just get ready for Parkland, buddy.
Oh, I have no problem, Parkland.
I don't either. So I'm ready to rock and roll.
I am too.
But
Yeah.
all right, cool. I'll put this up.
All right, talk to you later, bro.
All right. All right, Sean. Sean, did you want to go live with me? Do you want to go live with me, Sean? No, no, no. I got to start a new video. I'm going to start a new video, Sean, because I got to end this because this is me and Chris's podcast. So I'm ending this now.